No serial killer has killed more people than Dr. Harold Shipman, also known as Dr. Death. He wasn't caught for 23 years due to not using an axe, knife, or gun, but a needle and a license to practice medicine. Shipman owned his own surgery in Hyde, a town near Manchester. He was seen as a respected member of the community and had many patients regularly visit his surgery. However, Shipman was hiding a much darker secret that was beginning to raise suspicions around the town. A taxi driver had noticed that a lot of healthy elderly women he drove to the hospital had been pronounced dead under Shipman's care. He reported this to the police, but an investigation couldn't get enough evidence to prove anything. A fellow surgeon was also worried about the high death rate among Shipman's patients, especially among elderly women. Then, an 81-year-old woman was found dead in her home a few hours after Shipman had visited her. Shipman declared she had died of old age, but her family was far more skeptical. This is because her will had been changed to give everything to Shipman, around £386,000. The police investigated the body and found traces of diamorphine, which is used for pain relief in terminal cancer patients. Diamorphine is also used as the recreational drug heroin. Shipman claimed she had been an addict and showed the police records that proved this. But upon some research, it was found that the records had been written after her death. Shipman was arrested, and in his house they found the typewriter that he had used to fake the will. The police found 15 victims that he had all killed in the same way. He would give them a lethal dose of diamorphine, sign their death certificate, and have them cremated, then falsify their medical records to make it look like they died of natural causes. The trial began on the 5th of October 1999 and was one of the biggest trials in UK history. The prosecution tried to prove that Shipman had murdered 15 people out of enjoyment and not compassion. They also had to prove that the 15 were not actually terminally ill. They were successful, and Shipman was charged with 15 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of forgery. He was given life imprisonment with recommendation of him never to be released and 4 years for the forgery. He hanged himself in prison on the eve of his 58th birthday, likely to assure his wife got a full NHS pension, which she would have not got if he had lived past 60. Shipman was cremated to avoid his grave being attacked and given to his widow. It was attended only by Shipman's widow and therefore children. An investigation then began to determine one very important number. How many people did Shipman kill? The number the investigation came up with was 218 patients were healthy when they were killed, and there were 459 people Shipman had signed the death certificate for. The final estimate was around 250 murders. The UK's medical system was greatly changed due to Shipman's actions, with more safeguarding and monitoring of doctors' decisions. Death certificates became much harder to fake, and multi-practitioner surgeries became the new normal. These changes have likely been successful, as Shipman is the only UK doctor to be convicted of murdering their patients. Let's look deeper into the person of Dr. Harold Shipman and why he may have committed so many killings. The first theory states that he did it in the name of euthanasia, killing the elderly to stop them from becoming a burden on society and the NHS. Another wonder if he may have killed to avenge his mother, who died of lung cancer when he was 17. He watched as his mother was given diamorphine and her pain went away. This could mean he wanted others to feel the pain he felt when he was 17, or that he saw the pain went away so he wanted to relieve others of the pain by killing them painlessly. Growing up, Shipman had been quite athletic, being an accomplished distance runner, rugby player, and acrobat. He didn't show any of the common early signs of serial killers growing up, such as killing small animals or violence, which suggests that he may have had a less sadistic motivation than most killers. A less charitable look at Shipman's actions is that he had chosen to kill someone because they were in great pain and wanted to help them, but after that got addicted and just kept killing. Or perhaps he just killed for no real reason at all. However, it is very likely that Shipman forged the will to get caught on purpose, as even through multiple police investigations, no evidence was exposed to him before the will came out, other than circumstantial evidence. Which is why many believe Shipman felt guilt, unlike other prolific serial killers such as Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy. He wanted to repent for his actions, similar to how Ed Kemper turned himself in. With Shipman dead, we will likely never know his true motivation, and he will remain as the most prolific serial killer of all time for a while longer. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you think Harold Shipman wasn't actually the most prolific murderer of all time, and it was someone else.